blender from Braun. You're gonna need some ice for all those homemade smoothies and frozen margaritas. We've got a great ice maker for you. It's from Improvements. It's $30 off today, 5 flexible payments, free shipping and handling. And check this out, it's gonna make 26 pounds of ice in 24 hours. You won't be dragging those big bags of ice home from the gas station or the grocery store. This is gonna give you a fresh tray of ice every 7 minutes. David Wooding is here from Improvements. Come on out, David.
Hello,
nice to have you
hello.
here on HSN.
How are you? Great to see you.
Good to see
Great
you.
to be here again.
I didn't know ice makers come in all these pretty colors.
You like them? Which one's your favorite?
I don't know. I'll have to give everybody a tour.
We have some wonderful ones, don't we?
Why not add some fashion to your kitchen? This first color, I believe, is the purple.
That's the purple. Yep, for sure.
Fantastic.
And we have the blue.
And this is the blue. It's going to be like almost like a sapphire blue.
Stainless
Here's your stainless steel.
I love the copper one.
This is called copper, if you love sort of that rose gold or copper look in your kitchen. And this is going to be our red. So pick your color. Everyone's getting in on an ice maker. And this is portable. It's got a small footprint. You just plug it in.
You plug it in and go. Just add water and go. I mean, that's how you make ice, right? And what I love about Improvements particularly is that they improve the quality of our life. And today, what we're going to do is we're going to improve the quality of your ice. We're not going to take 3 hours to make it. We're not going to make 4 hours to make it. We're going to do this within 7 minutes. This is going to crank out ice within 7 minutes. So no more of this horrible thing, which I don't know if you remember those at home, guys. You still got them now. So what we can do is in 24 hours, it's going to make you 26 pounds of ice, which is totally incredible. And that looks like this. If you can see that, guys, that is 26 pounds of ice in there. So whether you're a fisherman, whether you're hunting, this is going to keep you going all day. You can put your fish on there, whatever you've caught in there. If you're going to the ballpark, if you're going anywhere, that is going to keep you going for 24 hours. So you haven't got to go and buy bags and bags of ice. You're there, it's ready, it's fresh. Like you said before, Sarah, you plug, you play, and you just add the water in the front there.
Wow.
There's no drain line. There's no water line in the first place. Pop your water in your front. You are ready to go.
Well, tell us how it works. How do you make ice?
Super simple. Okay, what we've got is we've got a lovely little window here at the front, which I actually love because you can see what's happening inside there. Got a good little tray, so you just drop the tray out there. It'll take up to 1 gallon of water, so you just drop the water into the reservoir on the front there. Super simple, all very easy. You can use any water you want to. You can use filter water or just regular tap water. Drop that back down there. You have got some little sort of instructions and stuff on the top here. You've got a switch here which will make you add water if you need to add water, but we've just added that, so it's not lit, believe it or not. We've got ice on the full little button there, and we've got 2 different sizes. We've got small or large. This one's set up on the large, this one's set up on the small. Now, why is that important, you may ask? Why is it important to have 2 separate sizes of ice? I would say that if you're going to use the small ice, I use that for smoothies, for shakes, and any protein, stuff like that. I use the bigger ice in my sodas, and if I'm having a fancy little drink from Scotland or something, and I don't want it to sort of spoil the taste of it, I'm going to use the bigger ice in there. So.
Look at that. So
Isn't that
again,
incredible?
Just add water.
Just add water and go. It's
Super
portable.
easy.
You can take it wherever you want to. As I say, instructions are super simple on top there. You just push whichever button you want to go, and within 7 minutes, it's cranking out the ice for you.
Now, you said our ice is actually going to taste better.
Exactly.
Why does this ice taste better than the ice that's in our freezer?
This is going to taste better because A, it has no way of being contaminated. Now, I've used these old ice trays in the past, and what happens is you put it in there and it'll pick up smells of garlic, and you may get the odd little pea in there and stuff like that, or any food you've got in there. This is a completely self-contained unit. It's the smallest footprint we do at the moment at Improvements. It only weighs 18 pounds. But basically, it can plug it in, go, and off you go.
Because think about whenever you have people over, I mean, if you're lucky, you get like 4 drinks worth of ice out of maybe some of those ice trays that you have in your freezer right now. Or maybe it's kind of a pain. Those freezer trays are sometimes like twisty, or they leak, or they spill, or you're trying to balance it on top of the frozen fish to get the ice
and it's finding the space in the freezer in the first place as well. I mean,
sometimes our ice makers in our freezer don't work very well. Or something breaks and you're like, now what do I do? I've got this party, I've got this barbecue, I'm entertaining. Maybe you want to take this to the office, or maybe you want to take it to an event, whether it's at school or at church or a charity event, a family reunion. Anywhere you have electricity, you can plug it in and make ice, and you can make it your way. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Not to have all those weird flavors.
I've never been so popular since I've had mine at home. I get a phone call, it's like, David, we're having this little get together, and oh, by the way, can you possibly bring your ice machine as well? So I bring my ice machine with me. I've been to so many parties.
How long does it take to make just one tray of ice?
7 minutes. So you can hear this one is just cranking out now. So what will happen is
7 minutes?
7 minutes. So you plug it in, you add the water, you switch it on, you make your selection of which size ice you want, and within 7 minutes, you'll get your first batch of ice.
Look at that, there it comes.
There you go. And then all of a sudden now, it'll reset itself. It'll start freezing on those little prongs in there. Let me show you the 2 different sizes we've got as well, Sarah, because that's quite important.
So you can set the size for either small or large.
I've got 2 small ones there, I believe. Okay. Let me get a large one from there. That's it, we've got that. There you go. So we've got 2 different sizes of ice here. This is the larger one, and as you can see on there, guys, there's like a little indentation in there as well. Now, why that's important is because it actually freezes quicker on the prong, but actually cools the drink down quicker because you've actually got more surface area of ice. But it is still one super size of ice, so it's actually going to stay drinking in there a lot longer, so it'll cool your drinks down quicker and stay longer. And it won't contaminate your ice. As I say, it's self-contained. So what's fantastic is it's not going to pick up any smells from anywhere else. Fresh water, all you've got is water and ice. Super simple.
All right, this is the silver, and I love how you can open the window and you can see what's happening on the inside. And then you can see this is the ice that it's made, and this is the ice that's coming. And all you do is watch, and every 7 minutes, you're gonna have all new ice. Remember, you can pick your color if you have a bar area, if you have sort of a pantry or a kitchen island. Think about all the other colors of the other pots and pans or accessories you have around the home. This color called stainless steel is available for you, as well as purple, blue, copper, and red. I think we also have maybe a few in the black as well. But I do think the most limited color is going to be the stainless, which you see right here. We only have about 150 remaining if you do want the solid stainless steel color. If you've always been frustrated with never having enough ice or never being able to make enough ice ahead of time, or not having ice that tastes good, that tastes fresh, whether it's iced tea, whether it's iced coffee, whether it's your iced smoothies or your frozen drinks, it really makes a difference.
It does,
right?
and it's actually going to taste like you've got some sort of dairy in here as well. We won't be able to do it. I know, I've just watched you doing the little ones before, so we're going to make you a regular fresh smoothie in here. I just put the small ice in.
Okay.
I've obviously got the fruit in there as well, and I've just put some juice in. So all I'm going to do is... there we go. I haven't got on the fastest setting, have I? But we're getting there.
So it actually makes your smoothies a little bit creamier, right?
A lot creamier, and I'll give you one of these to try now, Sarah, in a minute. We'll be there in 1 sec.
Now, that's because of the quality of the ice, right? Because of the water. The water is going to taste fresher.
It's clean, it's pure, it's much nicer water as compared to this sort of gas stuff that we get.
Have you ever really thought about what's in the ice that you buy at the gas station, or how long it's been sitting there? You know, and half the time those bags are starting to have like little holes or tears because they've been, you know, transported all the way across the state, or, you know, goodness knows how long they've been sitting there. And then you have to carry these big bags, right? That's no fun.
Have you ever had to go out at a party? You got halfway through a party to get fresh ice and stuff, and there's no need to do that with this.
Always me. I'm the ice girl. I don't know. And then you get these big, you know, bags of ice home, and you have to like drop them on the ground just to break up the ice because it's all gotten stuck together. I mean, that's no fun. You never have to leave the party. You never have to leave your guests. In fact, everyone's going to ask you to the party because you can bring your Improvements ice maker with you.
You try that.
Okay, I will.
See what you think of that. See if
all right. Is this a smoothie challenge?
That's a smoothie challenge.
Is this Kelly
Have you got another one later?
David?
See who goes.
Dun dun dun.
And the winner is.
I don't know, Kelly. It's going to be hard to beat your green smoothie. She's off to the side shaking her.
I mean, the beauty of these is as well. Obviously, if you've got a condo, or you've got like a cabin or a second home, and you haven't got the facilities anywhere, you can pop these in. And the fact that we've got a black one on the end there as well, so which I don't know if we've referenced yet, but the fact that these colours will actually blend blend into whatever surroundings you've got at home as well. And you can pick it up and take it. So if you're going to the cabin for a weekend, or if you're going to your second home, you just put it in the car. Just take it with you.
It's a great
Plug
idea.
it in. There's no water line in. There's no drain line out.
Yeah, if you have a ski condo,
it's fine.
if sometimes,
Exactly.
we try to get as many people as we can into your weekend vacation rental. You take this to an Airbnb if you're going to be making drinks. Take this to the ski condo if everyone's going to be over after a long day on the slopes. Instead of like trying to figure out, do they have ice there? Where do I get the ice? Do I have to drive? And I have to get in my car and drive through the wind and the snow and the rain just to bring ice to the party. That's a hassle. Now you can have ice any time, and you use it, a couple, use it a dozen times or so. It's probably going to pay for itself. And the ice that, imagine, why do we pay good hard-earned money for frozen water?
And the less you use your filter on your fridge, you're going to replace your filter a lot less often, so you're going to save money on it. So there is an argument that eventually it's going to pay for itself, right?
This is so good. It's going to be a very close competition in our smoothie challenge. But that's so fresh and fruity.
And what I love as well is I love coffee at home. So even if you're just putting the coffee machine on first thing in the morning, and at the same time, if you put your ice machine on at the same time, they're both going to be done at the same time. You've got a coffee. Within 7 minutes, you've got your ice there, so you can make yourself a beautiful iced coffee.
If you're a coffee snob, and you know who you are, you have to have the certain, whole beans that you grind fresh every single day.
Exactly.
If you're putting it in just your typical, freezer-made ice cubes, it's not going to taste as good or as fresh. This is ice that you're making fresh every single day. It's not going to absorb odors from the freezer or from the garlic or from the fish.
This is super easy. Let's just go through that again. All we're doing is we've got a reservoir on the front here. You can drop in up to a gallon of water. You plug it in. You make your selection of size of ice. And you sit back, wait 7 minutes, and you have fresh ice.
Now, can you just leave it on? And
leave it on.
What happens when it gets to capacity?
Okay, the little light on the top here will actually come on with saying ice full. This is not a storage facility, so you would have to take the ice out and put it into your ice chests or something like that. But every 7 minutes, it's going to be turning out fresh ice, and it's going to be pure, clean, it's self-contained. And I think you don't want to go to the stage that you're spending the money on these nice drinks, and you don't want them to taste of funky ice that you've got out your freezer, right?
No more funky ice.
No, we don't want that, do we? We want 26 pounds of ice every 24 hours, don't we?
26 pounds of ice. That's what it makes in 24 hours. We have the purple, we have the blue, we have the stainless steel final call, we have the copper, we have the red, and we have just a few to go around now in the black. So a really great idea for those of you that love to entertain, that love to have a good time, and you love a really great drink. It needs really great ice. Improvements is there. Thank you so much, David.
Thank you, Sarah.
Nice to see you. Okay. I don't know. That fruity smoothie was